Let me say this slightly differently just one more time. By looking at the deck, you can tell the location of any card. This video is 100% sponsored by Magic and Cards, but I promise you I've never seen a deck like this before. This truly deserves the title of a Magician's Swiss Army Knife, and if you don't believe me, just check it out. And make sure to stick around for the giveaway. These are the Bicycle Invoked playing cards. Full transparency, first time I saw this deck from afar, I'm like, okay, this has an interesting design. Maybe it'd be good for like card mechanic type stuff since it's borderless. But as I learned more about this deck, I went from, yeah, this is nice, to, oh my god! Okay, that's enough talking. Let's open up the Invoked playing cards by Peter X. It arrives in a nicely packaged case, which when opened up provides a QR code and password for the tutorial on how to use this deck. I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video because I don't want to spoil all the secrets, but I'd highly recommend for you guys to check out this deck. It'll be the first link in the description if you want to learn it all. So, this deck was made with Bicycle, therefore the USPCC, on premium crushed stock with an air cushion finish along with the traditional cut. For those of you who don't know what that feels like, to sum it all up, it's the best the USPCC has to offer. This deck also comes in a stripper edition, so feel free to strip away your favorite cards. So I'm going to open up the box and take the cards out, but before even touching the cards again, I want to show you something really cool about this tuck case. If you take a flashlight to the bottom of the box, you'll see an 8 of spades reveal. I don't think I've ever seen that on a tuck case. Coming over to the cards, there are 4 extra, which include 2 identical jokers, a double backer, as well as a duplicate King of Hearts with a 3 of Hearts reveal. There are also other cards for reveals, but I'm going to let you find those yourself. Looking at the faces, they look like normal Bicycle cards, which is perfect because that's what audiences are used to. But every card face has a one-way design. By looking at the faces, you can tell which way the card is facing by these red and black rounded corners. Before we move on to the coolest part, which is the back design, let's take a quick break and do a giveaway for the Bicycle Invoked playing cards. So, Magic and Cards, who sent me these playing cards, have quite a lot on their website, which includes a ton of free magic. Free. So what I want you to do to enter this giveaway is head on over to the website, the second link in the description. Take a look at all the free books and just get whichever ones you want. It's literally free. Then come back and share with us what you got. And with that, you'll be entered into this giveaway. And even if you don't win, it's still a win-win because you just got a bunch of free magic content. Come on. So I'll have the giveaway active for 72 hours after the release of this video, and then I'll post the winner on my community page. All right, so coming to the back of the cards, I don't even know where to start. Like the front, it has a one-way bag design and 3 different marking systems. 3! I'm going to talk about the most basic marking system, and you can check out the other 2 when you pick up this deck. So the marks are pretty well camouflaged, but I'll give you the chance first to see if you can spot the markings as I riffle through these cards. And you don't even need to watch the markings too closely because these can be read from almost 6 feet away. All you have to do is focus in on this area. What do you think this card is? Alright, give you a second. 5 of diamonds. What do you think this card is? Give you another second. King of spades. And last one, what do you think this card is? 2 of clubs. Did you get them? This deck also has markings not only on the long edge, which is insane, but also on the short edge to identify any card. Let me say this slightly differently just one more time. By looking at the deck, you can tell the location of any card. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen for any magician on a deck of playing cards, and I've seen a lot of things. Okay, so I have covered a lot in this video, and now I just want to wrap up just with my honest final thoughts. Let's do a pros and cons. Pros. These playing card faces resemble a bicycle design, giving people a familiar feeling when using them for card magic. They also handle very well, made with the stock that I prefer from the USPCC, which makes them great for cardistry. And the one-way faces, I think that was a simple but really cool idea. And the number of marking systems this deck has is actually crazy. The fact that I could hold the deck in my hand and be able to identify any card feels insane to me, like a magic hack. I mean, that's my favorite part about this deck. Cons. It will take a bit of work to learn the marking systems on the long and short edges of the cards, and they're a bit difficult to see. I'm not saying it's impossible to do, but will take some time to master. The only other thing for me is that while intended for card magic, these cards look a little bit too showy. Like if I pull these cards out around people that I normally do magic for, they're instantly gonna ask me, hey, is that a magic deck? Yes, Bobby, it is. But again, it could just be the people that I'm around, and that probably won't be the case with new audiences. All in all, 100% the Swiss Army knife for magicians. Oh, and if we got a dark version of this deck without impacting the visibility of the marking system, I'd be thrilled. And honestly, I get nothing out of telling you this, but I would highly recommend this deck for any kind of magician, any designer, or creatives who just want to learn more about marking systems because this literally feels like a work of art. Anyway, thank you for watching this deck review. It's been ages since I've done one of these, so it was a nice change of pace. Make sure you enter this giveaway on time for a chance to win this deck and get a ton of free Magic content. You absolutely deserve it, literally for 72 hours. Thank you to magicandcards.com for sponsoring this video and giving me the opportunity to review this deck. It's been a pleasure, and for everyone else watching, make sure you head on over to their website, give them some support, because this deck was truly an intellectual masterpiece.